Fishing Public channel is all about showing local fishermen and fishermen from all over what is possible here on the Gulf Coast. We fish out of Dolphin Island, Alabama.
Little bitty old grouper.
It's a SCAMP biscuit.
SCAMP biscuit.
Might be 16 inches.
That's 16.
Maybe 16? Hey, keep it. All right.
You'll fit on a biscuit.
Yes, sir. Thank you, dear.
Oh, you just throw them in. There you go. Go and give Johnny Jigs some kudos. Hold the jig up, talk to him. You're going to be the face of the thing.
SCAMP on the rainbow unicorn.
Yeah.
Or what is it called? Torpedo? Torpedo highlighter in pink.
Vlog me my favorite
This goes out to
Georgia
Chris.
Eli.
Uh-oh. Eli's on. 2-horse race.
Work it hard, work it hard.
Coming up at the same time. Wow. I love to see it.
Hey, a snag sea bass.
It's so pretty.
Double sea bass.
Ooh.
Sea bass mark.
Why did he drip on me like that?
Johnny Jigs.
Double up.
Doing her job.
Sponsor us.
Couple Johnny Jigs.
The Fishing Public.
Mr. Johnny. Chris.
I think it's a red snapper too.
Bummer.
Oh, so
No, see that.
Yeah, I hope some bass.
You had a little fish in my
To all of the Fishing Public fans, here's a barracuda. I've never seen a barracuda before. Kind of exciting.
Nice bait, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, look at its teeth.
You want it? Yeah.
I might want to try it.
Okay.
His
Keep
teeth
him.
look so angry.
Yes. We going back down?
Open
Not
his
yet.
mouth. Look at those.
I actually never caught a barracuda. I hooked him.
You remember the eel?
Y'all ain't missing nothing.
Grouper King will be back in office soon.
Yes.
Alright guys, welcome back to the Fishing Public. On this video, it is the day after the previous video that you saw, so our GoPro was still messed up
and we lost audio on a bunch of the clips. So I'm going to do a little voiceover here and let you know what's going on. Alright, so right here we got Mr. Ritchie. Just pulled up a nice scamp. The jig he was using was a Jig Pro. They're deeper, I believe it's called, the 400 gram version, the yellow and glow. Now we got a sea bass coming in the boat by me on the Johnny Jigs Torpedo. The Rainbow Unicorn as we like to call it, but I think it's called Highlighter Pink and Glow on their website. Mr. Bo pulled in another sea bass on the same jig. So that Rainbow Unicorn as we call it, or Johnny Jigs Torpedo Highlighter Pink and Glow, was definitely the most productive jig of this trip, as it normally is. Especially for sea bass. The sea bass love this jig more than any other jig we've ever dropped down to them. Probably 80 to 90% of the sea bass we catch are on this jig. Now we got Mr. Allen up on the bow with me, pulling in another sea bass, also on a Johnny Jigs Torpedo, just a different color. Now Mr. Bo again pulls up a nice scamp. Him and Collier are tangled up, so I gotta reach for their line and pull the fish towards me to be able to gaff it. Definitely didn't want to lose this fish. So right there you can see Bo's new rod. It's a Diawa Seaborg 300J. On a Witch Doctor rod. It's a custom 8'6" slow pitch jigging rod. All the sea bass coming in the boat, we probably ended up with around 15 sea bass on this day. And for those of you that have never had sea bass before, they're a great fish to eat. Now Captain Bo's pulling in a 44-pound Amberjack. We weighed it on the Boca grips, and for those of you that think slow pitch rods are weak or flimsy or noodles or whatever you want to call them, this shows how strong those rods are and the capability of them and what type of fish you can bring in the boat with them. Because that's a hard fish to fight on any rod, but definitely proves slow pitch jigging. Now, Captain Collier, he's got a YouTube channel for any of you that don't know. I'll make sure to link it in the description below. He does a bunch of fishing around Dolphin Island, inshore, offshore, nearshore, and he just pulled up a nice sea bass. It's on the Jig Pro, their version of a torpedo. And of course, you can't go fishing without catching the elusive red snapper. On this day, it was a beautiful day. It was probably less than 1 foot seas all day. In the morning when we were running out, it was under 40 degrees, but warmed up to high 50s, low 60s. So it was a beautiful day on the water. And we caught a bunch of smaller amberjack. We tried to use cut bait on 2 or 3 different drops. Didn't have any luck on it while people were still catching fish on jigs, so we got off of that real quick. Now, Mr. Ritchie in the back of the boat just pulled in a bearded bartuli, or a hake, as most of you know it as. It's a great fish to eat, very white meat. It's the most similar fish to it is a grouper. And of course, another sea bass on the Rainbow Unicorn. Alright guys, thank you for watching today's video. Make sure to check us out at gettightOffshore.com. We do snapper and grouper trips on our 37-foot Freeman. Snapper trips are already starting to fill up, so make sure to call us on our website or email us, and we'll get back to you, and hopefully we'll see you this summer. But until next time, we'll see you on the water.